Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League, and we are sitting at Game 3 of Season 7 of the Chem Lock series here with the Tundras, and it's been an interesting start. It looks like we should have gone 2-0. Instead, we blew a late-game lead against the Firebirds in our first game of the season. We ended up coming back and winning in the last game behind a really great start from Raymundo Scottish. And now we have a very elite Rakers team in front of us that I am very nervous to face, but I am hoping that we can get first half of season 6 Zeke Dickerson on the mound for us against Lloyd Bianchi. This may not look good. We may end up going into another game after this one if it doesn't start off very well. But let's see how we do against the Rakers. We'll have 2 games against them later in the season at home. But this could tell us whether our team is kind of figuring it out or if we're sputtering to start off season 7. Remember, we went all in. We have 2.1 million in surplus right now, so we don't have a lot to work with. And this is kind of a deciding season for Tundra's baseball. So let's see what it looks like as we head out to the field. We already have the lineup set from last time, and unfortunately we're going to keep Doyle Grayweather in the lineup as our DH right now. We don't have a really good alternative option, especially with Ruben Baldwin tense on the bench. And we will have Harley Cruz, just recently changed his name from Herpy to Harley. I am recording this in advance from you seeing the last episode, so if there is another name recommendation out there, I'll definitely explore it. But I wanted to make sure I could stay on schedule for this. So let's go ahead and see how he does in the first game of his career. Actually, is he a rookie? I can't remember. Actually, I have these notes somewhere. Give me 1 second. Let me check. He is not a rookie. Excuse me. He's been in the league a couple of years, I think. So never mind. We'll just see how he does in his first game with the Tundras. So let's play ball and out to Parque Jardineros. We'll see if the Rakers, let's see, how did they do last year? Because they ended up having a solid team that made the playoffs. They were they were number 4 seed, but they lost to the Cutters in the first round. And that was who ended up going to the championship and lost to the Platypi. So let's see if the Rakers have another playoff team. Let's see if their 2-0 start was real or a little bit of a flash in the pan. Let's see if the Tundras can get something going after a big win last time. Bailey Drummond has started off slow with only 1 hit so far in 2 games. We'll see if she can get on base, a 1-2 count, and she will loft one to right field. This one's tailing foul. It looks like it's going to stay in play right there in the corner is Garrett Moss catching that for out number 1. And here's our captain of the offense, Zeke Price, but he has not really shown up for the team over the last 2 seasons, at least the power numbers. He does get another base hit up the middle, his 3rd of the season, but all 3 have been singles, which is exactly how last season started too. Either way, he's on base ahead of Hamza Barron, who's batting .400, 1 home run, and 5 RBIs. We know his MVP season last year. An off-speed pitch, and Zeke will almost get hung out to dry there, but Hebert makes a mistake, and now RBI Hero will activate. Ball misses high, 100 on the gun from Bianchi. He's got that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and he's got a Tier 3 elite curveball. 3-1 count here to Barron, in a great spot to capitalize. And he takes a ball at the top of the zone. I definitely thought that was a called strike, but instead it'll be 2 on and 1 out for Larry Barber. He's batting .500, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and locked in. He had a good game last game, if I recall correctly. I'm coming back from a vacation, so obviously my commentary is a little off, and my memory is a little fuzzy from the last game that I recorded. 2-2 count here, no little hack, and he chases strike 3 out of the zone. He's going to lose his mojo immediately. And missed opportunity there will bring up Henry Galvin, the rookie. Will come up batting .333, has 2 doubles already this season. Tier 1 bad ball hitter, batting with an opportunity to get the Tundras on the board early. There's that elite curveball. Only 3 pitches from Bianchi. Just realized. 4-seam slider and curveball. Ooh, that one misses outside. 3-1 count. Great spot for Galvin. He takes strike 2 at the top of the zone. Full count. Runners will go. And he fouls off the curve. We'll do it again. Come on, Galvin. He takes strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So we miss a huge opportunity there. And that's Tundra baseball for you. We just cannot do it with runners in scoring position sometimes. All right, so leading off for the Rakers is Princeton Estrada. Interesting guy here to lead off with Tier 2 first pitch prayer. Also has wild thrower on defense, which is a Tier 3 negative trait. Dickerson flies off the top of the zone there and out the glove of dozen rolls. Gets a screwball there, a 2-2 count. And Estrada pops up foul. Dickerson had 2 great starts in the first half of season 6, and then he kind of fell off. He almost hits him there. Full count here to Estrada, and it's going to be a ball in the dirt, not even competitive, and Estrada works a walk to start the bottom of the first. So that'll bring up Agnes Lowe. Batting .250, has Tier 3 bad jumps, Tier 2 little hack. First pitch grounder to short. First pitch grounder to short. I had thrown off Handspringer there at short for a second. And a double play will clear the bases. So Dickerson gets bailed out after the first batter walks. And Abel Hamilton comes up with Tier 2 low pitch. There's a low pitch taken for a strike. 0-2. And a low pitch chased out of the zone, and it goes right to Dickerson. Ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. So allowing the walk to start the bottom of the first and then gets out of it pretty quickly. We will hold our applause until we get to the end of the game and see the full results. But we go to the top of the second, and here comes Harley Cruz, who will swing at the first pitch and dink one in center field. A leadoff single. And we'll see what he can do with Ren Dozen rolls over or coming up to the plate. Cruz has decent speed, not stealing speed. Behind the plate is a weak arm, though. We'll see if there's an opportunity here. Bianchi throws low and away for ball 1. Dozen rolls having a quiet start, batting .200. Takes a strike here. It's a 2-1 count. Long pause, and Bianchi misses low. 3-1. Another low pitch. Another full count here to dozen rolls this time. And he checks and holds on ball 4. Some dozen rolls heads to first, and we have 2 on and nobody out for Handspringer. Comes up batting .250. We have high pressure now. And Bianchi laboring through the second here, already at 30 pitches. Gets the curveball for strike 1. There's another curveball, misses high. And the first one might have been a slider. Ooh, there it is. Whiffs through strike 2. And a ground ball foul just behind the plate. Ball misses in. 2-2 count, and Handspringer will foul off. Straight back, just missed that one. And he gets a hold of one, but he gets underneath it, and it's going to sky to left center. Tagging from second and holding his Cruz. The missed opportunity there to advance the runners, and that'll be out number 1. Now Doyle Grayweather, who's tense, will have Tier 3 power versus righties, which will help offset a little bit of that tense mojo. First pitch whiffs through a fastball. Ball misses low and away. And he's late on one, fouls it off deep to right center field, or right field into the corner. 1-2 count. And he'll whiff through the curveball. Yeah, that's what we expected. He'll probably be replaced by Baldwin once this game is over. And Bailey Drummond, who's 0 for 1, has an opportunity with 2 outs and 2 on. Bianchi's starting to get tired, over 40 pitches, and we're not even through the second. And she'll line one to the left, but it's going to hang up for Burns. We get missed on another opportunity. We now have 4 left on base through 2 innings. Oh, boy. It'll only hold off for so long, you know? So Shavewell will come up, hitless on the season. Tier 2 first pitch slayer, Tier 1 mind gamer. Dickerson already weak with his accuracy. Misses low on the screwball. And a liner into left field, tailing into the corner, diving and can't make the play is Drummond. She'll come up, throwing towards the cutoff man. Actually heads straight to third base there. and it's a leadoff double for Shavewell. Drummond just missed that one. Her diving angle was a little off. And a big opportunity for Turtle Willis, who's locked in. Tier 2 fastball hitter. Takes a fastball just at the bottom of the zone, misses. And an inside-out pitch there that gets fouled off. A 1-1 count. Dickerson misses with the screwball. Whiffs through the curve. Strike 2, 2-2 count. And a ground ball through the right side. Coming up is Cruz. And runner holds at third. Runners on the corners. I think we sacrifice a run for a double play. As Burns will come up batting 500, the number 6 hitter. No active traits, but we'll have tier 2 sprinter out of the box. So the double play makes it harder. Willis is really fast at first base. Infield is in. So they are blocking the runner. They throw down to second, and in time, Turtle Willis, who had speed over 100, gets caught stealing second. That's a big out right there, and the infield stays in with a 3-1 count. Strike 2 taken. Full count to Burns. They do a sacrifice, and it's going to be a out number 2. So we just got really lucky there with a suicide squeeze with a full count, and the batter bunts foul, and a liner to Galvin ends the inning. So it could not worked out better than it has. For Dickerson these first 2 innings. What a wild inning for them. Missed opportunity on both sides now. As it's still nothing to the top of the third, we go Bianchi to Price. We'll get the curveball in for strike 1. Price gets a fastball in on his hands, and it's going to die in left field. Another chance for Clint Burns. So nobody's on for Hamza Barron, who walked in his first plate appearance. Still looking for a pitch at the top of the zone. He'll get it there, but it's too high. Ball 1. Too low. 2-0. Too high. 3-0. Barron will take ball 4. That one was another one that just missed the strike zone, and the ump is not giving it to him, so another walk. And that'll put 1 on with 1 out for Larry Barber. He struck out. After being locked in, he struck out. He'll take the strike here. Little Hack will activate. Big moment. He checks on ball 1 inside. Little Hack gone. He whiffs through strike 2, so Little Hack back again. 1-2 count to Barber, and he'll foul off, so Little Hack stays active. Come on. Off the end of his bat, or off the inside of his bat, and it's going to be a fly out to Hebert. At second base, a little pop fly there.
Third baseman.
Man. 2 outs. Galvin comes up 0 for 1. He had a chance with 2 on in his last at-bat. We have Barron over at first base. Galvin batting 286. Takes the strike there. Bianchi at 55 pitches. This is high. He's been struggling with his accuracy all game long. Ball misses there. 3-1. Come on, Galvin. And he pops up foul territory. Will it get out of play? Catching it as Estrada over the railing, and that's going to be out number 3. Honestly, that's the first time I've seen that animation from one of the players as he kind of reached over the railing in the dugout. That's really annoying. So we left our 5th batter runner stranded. Another quiet inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Bianchi has not been pitching well, but he continues to get out of jams. And Dickerson, who has been very lucky, Johnny Mueller just unloaded on him to dead center field. It'll go 443. He is not by any means a good hitter. He just ran into a pitch right down the pipe, and it's his first home run of the year. Oh, my goodness. So the Rakers will take the lead. Garrett Moss comes up batting 400. First pitch Slayer gone after taking strike 1. Strike 2. And missing ball 1 inside. There's a called strike 3, and Moss will lose mojo. And Estrada will come up, who walked to lead off this ball game for the Rakers offense. First pitch, Prayer activated. Taken for strike 1. 35 pitches here for Dickerson so far. And one big mistake pitch that gave the Rakers the leader and to lead off this inning. 2-2 count. And a liner to left center field. Estrada takes him deep. That's going to get over the wall. 2 home runs, and it's a 2-0 ball game. 4:33 that one goes, and Estrada gets his first home run of the year. First RBI as well. And the Rakers will take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third here. The offense has gotten the opportunities to score, and we've just missed them. And now Dickerson's tense. Strike one taken. Little hack activated for low. Ooh, she gets beamed in the butt. And she's going to head down to first base. One on and one out for Abel Hamilton. Oh, I don't feel good about this. Batting .429. Dickerson still tense. Bad jumps activated at first. With great speed. Checks and holds on strike one. Fouls off here. It's a 1-2 count. And a ball misses outside. Dickerson, come on, man. Get back into it. And a ground ball. He throws him low. And he's going to use that trait to his advantage, and that puts 2 on and only 1 out. Not a good spot to face off against Shavewell, who's got a double already. First pitch Slayer activated, so we turn to Quincy healthy. I don't like the overuse, but I think this is the right time to use it. Quincy with Rally Stopper activated. He is nearly full stamina, but not fully. Misses high, 1-1 count. First pitch Slayer's gone. Shavewell swings through strike 2. Mind Gamer is at tier 1 and activated, but it's a sneaking ground ball through the left side. And Drummond will fire it in to hold the runner at third base, but it's now bases loaded and 1 out for Turtle Willis with a single already today. We have great speed over at third. We have good speed over at first. And we have below average speed at second. 2 quick strikes here. And a liner foul down the first baseline. Ooh, that was lucky. Ball misses in. Oh, come on, Quincy. And that one's going to go foul. A 1-2 count. Another foul ball. Fastball is what Turtle's looking for. And he swings through the fastball there. Misses on 98. Turtle got rung up there, and that'll be out number 2. Clint Burns, he failed to capitalize on, come through on a suicide squeeze in his last at-bat. Fouls off the first pitch. Pops up. This is playable. It's going to be dozen rolls, no Galvin, we'll call it. And he catches that to finally end the inning. 2 home runs, 2 solo shots makes it 2-0. And Quincy Healthy comes in and saves us from a bases-loaded jam before it got out of hand. But right now, with the way our offense is going, it doesn't look great. Bianchi at 58 pitches. We really need to find a way to get some runs here. Harley takes ball 1 low. He does have Little Hack, which will activate here. Base hit in his first at-bat of the season. Full count here, Little Hack gone, and Cruz will pull down the right field line, and it's foul. Damn it. Fouls off the curve. And he lines into left field. That's another base hit for Cruz, petitioning to stay in the starting lineup. And now Ren Dozen Rolls will come up with a walk already today. And we'll see if Bianchi stays in. Nope, it's going to be Emmett Zoner who comes in with a tier 3 slider, but tier 3 bad jumps, and Cruz does not take off. It's going to be a ground ball double play. Damn it. Number 12, Paxton Handspringer. All right, so nobody's on for Handspringer with 2 outs. Zoner gets out of the situation immediately. And Bianchi, who does not deserve to have a chance for a win. Handspringer legs out the infield single as that one grounded down the third baseline. And the batter just couldn't get to it. Or I'm sorry, the third baseman couldn't get to it in time. Contact versus lefties activated for Grayweather, who is still tense after striking out last time. Now has the contact instead of the power boost. And he fouls off here 0-2. Fouls off again. He'll take strike 3 looking. So contact doesn't matter when you don't swing the bat, and it's 2-0. Oh, yeah. The offense just feels so frustrating to me. And this just feels like it's been the same thing for the Tundras the whole time I've run this team. Hebert comes up tense. Quincy Healthy stays in. Tier 2 sprinter as we see Barron make the play for out number 1. And yeah, those are the attributes for Johnny Mueller, who just raw contacted power blasted the first home run of the game. Fouls this one off. Inside here, and it's an 0-2 count. Quincy Healthy at 17, now 18 pitches as he gets the strikeout. 2 down for Moss, who's tense. First pitch, Slayer helps him out, at least on this first pitch. We'll see what he does. Let's see where Quincy Healthy goes with it. He's going to go down the middle, and he gets very lucky as he was really early on that one. Moss grounds to Barber. That'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 5th. We're down 2-0. We're going to start with our leadoff hitter, Bailey Drummond, who this is, let's be honest, her last game in the leadoff spot unless something changes. She's 1 hit so far this season. Takes a strike, misses on strike 2. Ball low. Zoner should not be doing what he's doing right now against this team. Pop up to Hamilton, that's out number 1. Tier 3 clutch activates in a high pressure situation. Price 1 for 2 with a single. Betting 375. We'd love to see some extra base power. Jeez, the slider just catches the corner. Swings on strike or ball 1. Hops up inside out. This one goes foul, and it is going to be caught by Shavewell. What the hell? Oh! Barron with no official plate appearance so far, or at bat, 2 walks. Slider taking ball 1 high. Ball 2. Barron gets a high pitch right down the top of the zone, and he misses. Strike 2 taken, 2-2 count, and he'll ground to third. I don't know how much of this I can handle. Estrada somehow having a great day. Takes a strike. Quincy's still in the game after 20 pitches. 2 quick strikes. All misses low and in. And Quincy's going to get rung out here. Foul there. 2-2 count. He's getting tired, and they're just going to leave him out there, huh? Pop-up foul. Going to give up a home run or a base hit here. Now, will they pull him or will they keep him in? Against Agnes Lowe, who's 0 for 1. She got hit by a pitch last at bat. Quincy gets pulled for Roosevelt, who's still tense. Tier 3 volatile. Ball misses outside. Has a Tier 3 elite slider. Did not look good in his first outing. Infinite ERA, infinite whip, and dinks into left or center field. It falls right in front of Zeke Price, who can't make the play, and that's a base hit. Oh my goodness. So Hamilton in a high pressure situation, 1 for 2 today, locked in. Tier 2 low pitch. Roosevelt still tense. He needs a big double play or a strikeout or something. Gets strike 2 here. Nobody out. Almost gets hit. Len Edwin. And a ground ball goes right through his legs. Runners will station to station here. And it's bases loaded with nobody out. For Shavewell, who's 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a diving play down the first base line. Max pressure. Mind Gamer and the tense Mojo activated against Roosevelt here. I don't know why you don't go Hooper. Infield in, 2-1 count. Ball misses, 3-1. He's going to walk him. Ground ball past the shortstop who was drawn in. 1 run scores. Zeke Price will come home with it. Plate to plate, not in time. 2-run score on the single from Shavewell. At this point, I've committed to the game, so we're not going to simulate. Rattled now is Roosevelt, as he has not gotten an out. 2 on for Turtle Willis, who struck out last time. Almost gets hit here. No accuracy to speak of for Roosevelt. It was the worst decision I ever made bringing him in. Our bullpen is our downfall. Full count. Ball misses way high. No not even close to a competitive pitch. Please go to Hooper.
Number 59, Clint Burns. Now pitching, Leah.
Here she is. Bases loaded, infield in, nobody out. Clint Burns coming up. Ball misses 1-1. Rally stopper is activated for Hooper. She gets him well ahead on the changeup, and a slider is pulled foul. Hooper's first opportunity this season. 4-0 ball game in the bottom of the 5th, and she gets the strikeout in a big moment there. That's out number 1. Now a ground ball should end the inning. We're in max pressure. Hebert's tense. Hooper still neutral mojo. First pitch changeup taken, strike 1. Slider takes strike 2. Infield halfway. Popped up in the infield. It's going to be an infield fly. Runners holding. Barron will call it. That's out number 2. Hooper with 2 big outs. Now has to face off against Johnny Mueller. 1 for 2 with the home run. Still in max pressure. Hooper still still neutral. Tier 3 volatile only works for other teams apparently, or when it's negative. 2-0 count, and a ball misses low, so she's got to work out of a 3-0 count. First pitch takes for strike 1. Slider takes strike 2. Full count, runners will go. And a ground ball, slow roller to Barron, and he'll make the play. And Hooper was incredible. Holy shit. Roosevelt's awful. We need to get him off the team as quickly as possible. I don't know what our options are going to be there. And we're down 4-0. We have 1 chance left. Top of the 6th we go. And Burns gets replaced by Gadman in left field, who has great speed for a catcher. Ball 1. Barber fouls it off. 1-1. Strike. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's a strike. Little hack will activate. And a liner goes right to Hebert. What a tough day for Barber.
Number 43.
Same could be said for Galvin, who's 0 for 2. Bad ball hitter activated. Take strike 1. Zoner's locked in. And oh my God. Harley. Now I'm stuck saying his name, even though I don't want to. Cruz is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. We're just going to see how this ends. And a ground ball. Diving play from Hamilton, gets up and throws him out to end the game. What an embarrassing team we have. I am so pissed off. I don't know what to do. Like, what else can you do? I put everybody in the right positions, and we can't get anything done. I'm going to give Scottish the boost here because he's played better so far. Sim to our next game. And what do we got going on here? So before we look at anything else, let's go ahead and figure out what happened since the last game ended. Not a lot. A couple of roster moves here. So Guerrero gets brought in by the Nocturnals, replacing Gusto Brock. Not of interest to us. Adasa Arias goes to the Nocturnals. Glass Roundhouse is available. Contact versus righties, but also has choker. I don't think that's a really interesting option for us, so I think I'm going to hold off. I immediately am going to see what our options are at relief pitcher. So we have Roosevelt is disciplined. Let's go ahead and see what our relief pitcher options are. We have Serenity Thornton with a curveball. She's not disciplined, though. Raiden Santana is. 23 accuracy is unnerving. We have Fred Wright, who's 37. And we have Serenity Thornton. So if we do Thornton here, 36, but has the elite curveball, we bring her in for Roosevelt. Our bullpen gets really weak here. But then we need to get rid of a Scholarly and bring in a Disciplined. Scholarly for Discipline. So let's see. We could potentially upgrade from McIntyre before this next start. Galvin's non-negotiable. Barron's non-negotiable. Dozenroll's non-negotiable. Dickerson I'm open to. And then I guess Owens too, but we don't have a lot of room. If we make this move, we'll be at 6.3. So let's see what our starting options are. We need Disciplined. It's either Ginger Hansen, who has Specialist, but it's not good, or Alvin Esparza, or Esparza, excuse me. But I do not want a starter that's a C-rated pitcher. That's just too scary for me. Fuck. So then it's Santana for Owens, I guess. So our bullpen just completely depreciates here. Way better junk. A little bit better velocity, worse accuracy, and we lose 2 tier 3 pitches. I don't know. Damn it. I kind of like Rent, too, as a development piece, but we're not in development mode anymore. This is truly just a move to get rid of Edwin Roosevelt. Our bullpen is screwed. Oh, what other options do we have? I guess we could go kind of the roundabout way, so we could look at getting rid of a spirited player to bring in a disciplined, and then we could bring in or get rid of a Scholarly for a spirited too. That's kind of wonky workaround, though. Chip Norman instead of Bridges. Let's just look at any of our Scholarly options to see who we might consider. Don't like Blackwell. Tatum Bender. Excuse me. No, not really interested. Eli Gilbert. Not tier 3 Noodle Arm. Not a bad defensive option, though. If it wasn't for Noodle Arm, excuse me. Alexis McGriddle. At the price point. I don't know what's going on with the faces here. Low pitch. Tier 3 low pitch as well. We have Repo Roberson. And then we're in the starters again. Oh, wait, why am I looking at Scholarly? I'm so dumb. I need to look at any disciplined player that I can bring in. That's what I need to do. All right. So discipline would be Nico Salmon, who good defender, but Noodle Arm tier 3. No thanks. Matthew Barnstormer would have tier 3 pinch perfect. Just good off the bench. Sign Stealer doesn't matter to me. He's at 5.7, so he's well underpriced. So this is actually a decent move we can make, and it helps us with like our DH situation with Gray Weather. So I might actually look at him. There's Spray Bravo, who would have tier 3 clutch, but has tier 3 easy target as well. Would be a little cheaper. We'll look at that option in a moment. Glass Roundhouse, we just saw, so he's not ready at this point. We could look to bring him in with contact versus righties, which is better than the contact versus lefties situation we're in. No to Prince. And Shipwright too low of contact. All right, so let's see if we were to get rid of, let's see who else. Gray Weather is just a wash. He's disciplined too, so that's not going to help. We could get rid of Christian Black. And then we would need someone who's spirited. Or we could get rid of Pecorino.
We'll wipe your slate clean. Another quick weather update.
If we were to get rid of Pecorino for
Not there anymore. I don't know where it went, and I'm gonna need a minute to
what are we looking at? Glass Roundhouse.
Here's a couple of tracks.
Oh, that's not right.
Somebody panics.
Christian Black for Spray Bravo. We already went through this, didn't we? We just go back and do the same thing again. We bring back Bravo. We get rid of Christian Black. That puts us back to disciplined at tier 3. So we're at 800. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to manage this. So if I do this move here, then I need to get a spirited. Then I come down here. Okay, the faces are driving me crazy. I'm going to back out for a quick second here. I hope that helped fix it. Nope, I don't know what's going on. I just recently reset this game too, so I don't know what's going on. So we do Bravo for Black. We need a spirited player. We are already also planning to make the move to bring in Thornton for Roosevelt. That's going to bring us to 1 extra scholarly, still needing a spirited. And we're good with disciplined after the previous move. We're definitely not considering Roberto Carter here. And Talon gains no thank you. Wally Bailey with Surrounded. Instead of McIntyre. I'm honestly, like, at this point we're even literally considering giving up on just the team this year. This is the one. This is the move. We bring in Worry Costa, we get rid of Bruce McIntyre. She's had a good career with a couple of spotty starts here and there, it looks like, but a chance for us to maybe give her a little bit of redemption. And I think her over McIntyre is an easy move here. Let's see. Worse accuracy, worse junk, but much better velocity, and we save a little bit of money, but the elite slider shows up. So I'm fine with this. I'll make those 3 corresponding moves. So we go Warrior Costa for Bruce McIntyre right before his first start. We are going to go with, kind of like Barnstormer. You know what? If we're keeping Pecorino as a defensive flexibility option, then I think we could go with Barnstormer. But before I make that move, I have to make this move first. So Serenity Thornton comes in to replace Roosevelt. He's pitched like garbage and definitely thought he was going to use that elite slider to get himself into locked in, and he just completely fell apart. So whatever. We're at 6-5 there. And then do I look to... Actually, I could do both of these moves here, I think. So I could bring in Greyweather to replace... Or Barnstormer to replace Greyweather. He's been so bad. Like, he's just been so disappointing for what he's capable of. I like the two traits, but they just haven't been helpful for us. So I think I'm just going to make this move while I'm at it. So this will be the first move I make. And we have Pinch Perfect Barnstormer. And then I am going to make one more corresponding move, and that's Spray Bravo for Christian Black. Yeah, let's do it. God, I'm making so many moves. And I am going to keep an eye on Glass Roundhouse here. When he gets closer to his price point, he might be an option to consider at that. I mean, this season might be over by then anyways, but after in a very disappointing game, we make a couple of moves here. First is Worry Costa is going to be our fourth starter. And the tail end of her career, but still has a little bit left in the tank. Hopefully we can see that in the next game. We have Roosevelt, who's pitched like a garbage pitcher, will be replaced by Serenity Thornton. And then we have Doyle Greyweather, who has not been able to do anything. He is going to be replaced by Matthew Barnstormer, who's hopefully going to be a viable defensive option hitting option for us. And then we have Spray Bravo, who's going to replace Christian Black, and that's more of a chemistry move than it is a necessary move. Hopefully that's enough for us to feel like we're in at least a somewhat better spot to perform. Player development, I don't think we can really do any of these options here, nor do I think it's necessary to do any of them. And again, I apologize for the weird images. I don't know why that's happening. I just reset the game before I started recording. This is not necessary, so we're not going to spend this money. We really only have like one move left. 70% chance. I really wish we could have gotten this one. There's a small chance that it's available next game, but 24% is what the small chance is. So 1 in 4 is available after this next game. Would love to get him the extra contact, and the nice fielding would be a bonus as well. So we end there with the player development. Next game is going to be Worry Costa on the mound against Spencer Bland, who has tier 2 easy jumps. Our speedy players may be able to capitalize, but we just don't seem to be doing anything right. 0-2 Colossus look like it's a win on paper, but this team has been playing like garbage, and I don't feel confident about it. Let's see. What are we going to do here? So I'm moving Drummond out of the number 1 spot here. I'm going to put Zeke Price leading off. And then I am going to go with, I don't even know. Let's put Cruz at 2. Let's put keep Barron at 3, Barber at 4, Galvin at 5, Dozen Rolls at 6, and then Drummond, Hanspringer. Is Barnstormer going to be our DH? We give Drummond a day off for Baldwin. Who's their pitcher? Land is a righty. I don't feel good about this either. Leave him out. Barnstormer for Bravo. Not with tier 3 easy target. Yeah, I think I'll leave it here. That's going to be the lineup. I was kind of hopeful about this team going into this season, and now I feel like it's garbage. I just feel like we're done. I think that there's too many holes in the pitching staff. Our offense can't hold up. I don't know what else to do. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the options here for this team.
American Motors. Keep it American. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I don't really have any. I don't have anything to say. I don't see anything I feel good about right now.
Sounds like a real feel-good film. Probably European with a name like that.
I just feel like we have to figure it out. We just have to play through this and see if we do anything. Let me know what you think about the roster moves that we made. If you feel like this team can compete, or if you think we're done as well. I'm really nervous about it. I'm not sure what to do, but yeah, we just get to write it out. Go ahead and like the video down below if you're enjoying the content. I don't know why you would be, but hopefully my commentary is overriding the lack of success of the Tundra so far this season. We're 7 seasons in. The team just has not been able to put it together at all. I don't know if it's a good idea for us to try and keep pushing through this and try and find a way to make the Tundra successful, or if we just toss our hands up in the air, look for another team, and just move on. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Again, like the video if you're enjoying the content, and subscribe to the channel if you want to make sure you're not missing any of the other content that we have, or make sure that you can see how the Tundra Season 7 plays out. Appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.